Okay, Susan, thank you. Will you tell us a little bit about why you got into audiology?
Actually, I was initially going into education of the deaf. My son, who is now well past the age of 35, was born severely hearing impaired. And my initial drive was to get into education of the deaf. But as part of that program, I had to take an introduction to audiology. And I was kind of hooked after that, and changed my major and have never looked back. So
We recently did an ad with one of your patients. Can you talk a little bit about what she said about your work and what benefits she received from being treated by you?
I think one thing that she enjoys about coming here is that I try to establish a really great rapport with all of my patients.
Just give us a little background. What's her age?
Okay. I believe she is about 17, and I have been seeing her probably since she was maybe a second grader. She had been seen previously by other audiologists and came over in second grade, and I've been seeing her since. Initially a shy gal because of her hearing loss, but I've seen that evolution in her where she's becoming more self-assured. She knows she's hearing better, and because of that she's able to have more positive social interactions. So I've seen a lot of changes for the good.
Okay. She's a high school student.
She is high school, yes.
Is it possible to use her first name or not?
Yeah, let's tell her. It's Angel.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Her name is Angel.
Okay.
And she is kind of an angel. She's a sweet gal.
Yeah.
Always has lots of great questions that you wouldn't expect from a high school student about her hearing loss and about the hearing aids themselves. So.
I know she was really excited to be part of the print ad program that
Yes,
we've got.
she was. Wanted to know when the picture was going to be in the paper.
Right, and now she's in the paper at least once a month.
Yes.
Okay, Paul, do you have any questions?
Maybe, could you give us some of the type of person that would use your services? An example of, maybe another example of a type of person who might use your services?
You bet. That's kind of a great thing about my job. I work with children from birth on up. My most elderly client was in the Lemoore, Edgeley area, and she was 103. That's one thing that I love about my job. I have a diverse range of patients that I serve. We can actually detect hearing loss in newborns, and we know that the sooner we amplify an individual with hearing loss, the greater the chances of developing good speech and language skills at a normal development rate. My most elderly client, like I said, was 103, and she was very, very cognitively there. She was physically impaired to a great degree and was in a wheelchair, but she had a really good grasp on her surroundings and actually maintained her own hearing aid. A lot of times in nursing homes, the staff will do that for the patient, put the aids in the morning, take them out in the evening. She was able, even at the age of 103, to do all of that and was adamant, in fact, to do a lot of that for herself. So.
Okay. Thank you very much, Susan.